Hi, Cody here, Content Director at Elevate My Brand. And if you're here, you're a dear friend of ours, and that means you probably are aware that we have a very clear discovery phase process that we go through with every one of our new clients. That looks like a digital mind map that starts with educating our clients on our perspective on marketing, make sure that there is cohesion, and then also getting down to what are your business and marketing goals and what are your opportunities. The second piece is that creative mind map. That's really us understanding your creative perspective and your brand identity. And the third and final stage, which is our roadmap, which is a technical deep dive into all of you and your industry and your competitors' data, so that by the end of that phase, we understand each other's perspective and goals. We understand you creatively and we understand you from a data perspective. Now, if we get a client who comes to us for branding, as they do, then we actually have a secret third thing that is called a branding mind map that we go through with our clients. That is a little bit like our creative mind map with a bunch of added features to really dive even deeper into what your branding challenges are and to understand you creatively. So today, I want to talk to you about that branding mind map. Now, I'm not going to tell you everything, because of course we would like for you to come and experience it for yourself if you are looking to brand or rebrand in the near future. But I can tell you that our branding mind map, first of all, walks through our process in branding. So we'll walk you through what action items are, where we start every single stage, what we need from you in order to move forward, what our perspective is, how many rounds of revision you get throughout each of the stages, what kind of questions we're asking, why we're delivering what we're delivering at each stage. Like in the first round, why am I getting a grayscale logo? Why is there no color? Well, we describe why we do all of that, the theory behind all of that. So we walk you through this beautiful, I made it, so I think it's beautiful, a beautiful flow chart that shows you literally every step of the way throughout the branding or rebranding process, so that you can always go back and look at that in real time and see where we are, what's coming next, what we need from you, etc. Again, we're extremely process driven, so this is really important to us that our clients feel very confident and comfortable in the process and that you know what's coming next, because branding can sometimes be super big and vague and woo-woo and up here. So we like to sort of codify it, datafy it, and make it very clear for you. The next thing we do is we kind of throw you through our process and our perspective. Like, what exactly is branding? One thing we've noticed throughout our 15 years as a marketing agency and branding company is that everyone comes to the conversation with a different idea about what branding even is. So we find it very important to share what our perspective about branding is. And the short version for me, I always say that your brand is 50% who you say you are and 50% who everyone else says you are. And branding is all about making sure that those two things are the same. And your logo is just one of the many parts of that, right? So we walk you through all of the parts of branding, from the visual to the strategy to the messaging and all of that. And we really deep dive into what that looks like. Then we show you the possibilities of what types of logos there are and which one from our perspective makes the most sense for your brand. We might look at your past branding and your competitors' branding and really kind of analyze all of that and see the good, bad, and ugly, and then we talk about opportunities. And the last thing, which is really exciting for me, is always to get down to the more like base foundational below the surface stuff, which is your branding challenges. So why do you need a rebrand in the first place? Or why do you need a brand in the first place? Is it because there are misconceptions? Is it because you need to speak to a new audience? So we really ask deep questions to kind of get to the core of the challenge, because branding is about creating a solution to a challenge. And so that's our perspective on it. So those are sort of the main exercises that we do in our branding mind map as part of our discovery process whenever we have a client who comes to us for branding services. Again, I'm not going to give away all of the secret sauce because we really want you to experience it for yourself. But if you are looking to develop a brand identity or to rebrand soon, please reach out to us and we can walk you through even more details about our branding mind map process and our discovery phase in general, so that we can get you on the right path to elevate your brand.